Hey, what's up, guys? I have some really exciting news for Canadian sellers that are selling online products on eBay. I just got an email the other day that eBay is now offering Canada Post Expedited Lite for collectibles. This is really cool. It doesn't sound that cool, but I mean, honestly, it really is once we get into it. So, what they're doing is they are introducing a better way to save on shipping, small, lightweight, tracked parcel services for sellers in Canada. So right now, if you want to ship something across Canada, the bare minimum for a Canadian seller to sell to another Canadian person, even for small things like we ship out, Pokemon cards. We do a lot of Pokemon cards. So here's an online order that I have for Pokemon card. I'm getting ready to ship out. We got CD cases, video games, things that are underneath 2 centimeters in total. We often ship these things out in two different ways. You can either choose a tracked shipment, and the tracked parcel shipping starts at a bare minimum of about $13, 13 bucks to ship across Canada. The other alternative is you can do untracked Canada Post letter mail for about $2 to $3. So that's usually how we sell it, is the economy way of shipping it, but you don't have any tracking, right? So now what they're doing is they're giving small businesses that are selling these collectible type items a huge deep discount to track your parcels as you ship them. So let's just go through a little bit more. So they're quoting prices here from like Toronto to Toronto for $5, Toronto to Montreal $5, $5, $6. Like, these rates are absolutely unheard of. You're comparing a $5 rate for a tracked parcel to a $13 rate, which is what it was before for a tracked parcel. Couple of stipulations on here. You can't have more than 200 grams as a total weight, which is fine. Like, all of these items are under 200 grams easy. You fully package a Pokemon card with all the stuff and inserts to protect it in a case, like in a bubble mailer. You're looking at maybe 40 grams at most, so you're way underneath that 200 grams. Video games, sometimes you can get close to that 200 grams. So a typical video game for us, fully packed up, ready to go, usually goes for about like between 100 and 140 grams typically. Some of them are even underneath 100 grams, but some of them can go over 200 grams if it's like a steel book or a heavy manual or something like that. But still, for the majority of them, I'd say almost all of them are under 200 grams. No one dimension can exceed 41 centimeters. That's easy. Like, for these collectible type items, usually everything's a lot shorter than 41 centimeters. And the maximum volume can't be more than 3.2 cubic centimeters. So that's just like the general total size of it. So anyways, for all these small collectible items, like, this is exactly what it was designed for. That's what this is meant for. And you can now track these parcel shipments across Canada for what they're saying is like close to $4 to $5 for a shipment. So I've got a test subject over here. I have this online order for this Pokemon card. I'm going to enter the details into the eBay Seller Hub and let's see what it comes up as. So if I'm looking here on the other page, I've got an order over here. So we're selling the one card. We're located here in Ottawa, and we're shipping it out to Alberta in Calgary. So it's pretty far, honestly. In the past, normally when we sell this, we would just do economy letter mail. So it would be about $2 to ship this out. But again, there's no tracking. So you would get that card anywhere from 3 days to up to 21 business days, depending on how delayed the system is. And while it's been working great for the last couple of years, you definitely have customers who are like, hey, just wondering if you have tracking on here. Sometimes it gets lost in transit and there's no way of knowing. That doesn't happen very often, but it can. But anyways, now there's a new way that we can competitively offer tracked shipping for a much cheaper price. So I'm looking down here, right here off the bat, there's the new one. Canada Post Expedited Lite for collectibles. It's quoting me at $7 to send this by a tracked parcel shipment for $7. Traditionally, this would have cost us up to $17 to send something to Alberta. So normally that $17 may have been cheaper if it was like Ontario to Ontario, like it would have been like $13. Right now it's saying that would have cost us $17 to do a tracked parcel shipment, which is just wild. Who's going to spend $17 to ship something that's for like a $5 card? Now you have the choice of potentially selling these things tracked for $7, or you can still go with the $2 untracked. So it's definitely way better than it was before. I would say it's probably not ideal for things that are only worth like $5. But if you're selling cards at like $50 or $200, $300 cards, this is totally now making sense. You can track that parcel and make sure it gets there on time. Not only does that protect you as an eBay seller by having the tracking information in case there's a future dispute or anything like that, the customer just has peace of mind that there's tracking on there, so you can just see exactly where it is at every stage. This is just insane. In my opinion, this is a really big move forward for eBay and for Canadian sellers in general. I feel like we've always been under a lot of competition with the United States Postal Services. You always see how people are, shipping between the United States for free, or it's like there's like really, really low cost to shipping in the United States compared to Canada. And I feel like now this is a really good move for small businesses that are selling on eBay that want to sell to other Canadian buyers at a much more competitive rate. So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments there. I think this is pretty spectacular. Maybe it could be a little bit better still, but let me know what you think.